this weird play and all that. This would have been a great show about that. So anyways, Chad says that, and I was going back and forth with him, he was asking for my Survivor advice last week, and I steered him away from Cleveland. He won because of that play. He won his Survivor pool. Everybody else who was remaining in his league took Cleveland. So he won his Survivor pool, won like $1,800 for it, so that's awesome. That's a great way to win it. That's got to be really cool. First of all, being alone, he had KC. We were sweating that one. I had KC too going on. So that was pretty huge. It's weird having some of these angles here that you can see from these leagues. We're talking about life good beats. Sammy says he wanted to stay at his grandma's in San Francisco area, the Bay Area. He would have died in the '94 quake if he had stayed at his grandma's, because this huge standalone closet would have fallen on his bed and would have crushed him for that. But he didn't stay there that night, and because of that, or he did stay at his grandma's. If he had not, his bed would have been crushed. He would have passed away. So that's a good beat. Then he moved. Excellent. Survival pools in a different way there. So good for Sammy. Happy about that. But always kind of crazy stuff there. Joe says, had the Ravens D last night, down 4 points before the last play of the game, won by 4, moved into second place in his league. Just so many things happened on that last play.
Life really is a big Survivor pool, though, isn't it?
It is. It is. All these little things. I was in Mexico City a year before the monster earthquake there. The hotel I was staying in was destroyed. The Hotel Del Prado. I was in Yellowstone a year before the big fires. I think I could have avoided that, but it was really bad. It's like you pick these little events in life that we happen to avoid or happen to catch. We run unlucky, run lucky. You never know.
I think if you win your Survivor pool because of a kick six, like it happened last night, and you win $1,800, the first thing you do the next morning, you pay for someone else's coffee in line when you go to the coffee shop.
Yeah, pay it forward a little bit.
You got to pay it forward a little bit if something that weird happens for you to do that well in a Survivor pool.
I agree. I think that's a good idea. Do something nice for somebody. And then if you've got a family, you better spend that money on your family. But or at least a good chunk of it. That's always the rule too.
There's a great thing for me about not having kids yet is that yesterday my wife had a flat tire. I had to leave the office midday and just go help deal with that. It didn't take that long, but while we were waiting for